All right, this is such an unfair advantage that I got to tell you, if you knew what it was, most people would say you shouldn't be allowed to do it. The crazy part is, I don't think anyone even knows what they witnessed yesterday, what they saw, and especially the guy who did it. I don't think he even knows what he did and the example of what it takes to be a winner and impact the team. The last 15 hours, I've been thinking about this, and I'm like, I watched the game, I watched the Rangers win, and I'm like, how did he do that? And I realized the athleticism was about half of it. But the other half of it is something that you could do in your life, with your business, with your sports, with your kids. And I gotta tell you, it's three simple things that I don't think anybody recognizes that gives you the biggest unfair advantage in life and guarantees that you get to win more often. All right, let's be clear. This is not a video about hockey or my beloved New York Rangers. This is a video about you, about winning in your organization, winning with your family, whatever it is that you want to win. Give you a little synopsis here to get you caught up if you're not a big hockey fan like me. There's a thing called the Stanley Cup, and there's teams that want to win this Stanley Cup. It's no different than the Super Bowl, and they're fighting for their lives. They've wanted to do this since they were little kids. And the New York Rangers yesterday were down 3-1 in the third period. There's only 3 periods. They're down 3-1. There's like 15 minutes left in the game. The Carolina Hurricanes fans are looking down. They got that grin on their face. They're like, we're about to beat you. The Rangers fans are hiding. Even the Rangers players were a little worried. Like, well, you know, maybe we could do game 7 if we have to. I'm not saying they were giving up. But then one gentleman on the team decided to use 3 of the most powerful techniques that any human being can ever use to defeat their enemy. And he did it in a couple seconds. Probably didn't even realize that he did it. There was an opportunity. There was a penalty. Rangers had a power play. They had a man advantage. This man made a decision at that moment. Despite whatever his teammates were doing, he did the first thing. He made a decision that said, even if they don't come with me, I personally am going to change the outcome of what's in front of me. This is what every one of us must do. You have to decide that you're willing to change the outcome, whether or not your team or the fans come with you. Who cares what they think? Who cares what your team thinks? I am going to change the outcome, and we are going to win. Knocks the puck in the goal. Gets a goal. Congratulations. It is amazing to get a goal in the playoffs. It's amazing to get a goal ever in the NHL. This guy gets one. Now, here's the second thing he did, which every one of us can do. After you make a decision and it works in your favor, you've got to choose momentum. The second thing is you got to keep going. They're not going to move as quick as you. They like what you did. The fans think it's cool. They're excited, but they still got a little disbelief. You've got to make them believe, which means you've got to create momentum. So 3 minutes later, you wouldn't believe it. He scores another goal. Like 2 goals in a period, absolutely unseen. 2 goals in like 3 minutes and 40 seconds, absolutely incredible. This is stuff we got to do on a regular basis. You got to make a decision that you're going to change things and create momentum, even if there's none around you. Like, Michael, how do I create momentum? Keep going. Don't care what anybody thinks. You be a decision maker. You be a game changer. You be a playmaker. And that's where things happen. Even if they don't give you the puck, take the frickin' thing, put it in the net, and do what you need to do. And I'll tell you, most people stop right there. And the reason they stop there is they've done great. So my whole book, Average Sucks, is all about. You stop right there because you got a new average, doing better than most, and you celebrate. Real winners, they don't celebrate till beyond it's over. Here's the crazy part. 3 minutes later, 9 minutes, he gets his 3rd goal. It's called a hat trick in hockey. It's unheard of. But in the playoffs, against one of the best goalies in the world, one of the greatest teams in the world, where a team needs to win, scores 3 goals. Now we're ahead 4-3. Now, the crazy part is, how did he get it? Well, he used the 3rd technique, and it wasn't used at that moment. It came out of his mind. See, one of the announcers said something in a minute, and I got to show you this like video of the smirk that he had at the end of this game. And one of the announcers said that, I watched Chris Kreider this morning. I watched him practice over and over and over again at practice. He prepared for this game, something called the deflection. And what's amazing was, he deflected the puck. This is a stick. This one's signed by an 80s Olympic team. But what's cool about it was pucks would come 100 miles an hour. He practiced, in practice, preparation, over and over and over again, how to deflect it past the goalie. So when it was time for him to do that, whether it was the first goal, the second, or the third, he was ready. You must prepare for what you need. I think the biggest challenge I find with top performers, business owners, is they wing it. Now, why do they wing it in life? Because you can get away with winging it, especially a pro athlete can wing it. I get a great contract. Look at me, look at my wife, look at this stuff, look how great I am. And that's why you don't succeed at the level you want. Winging it only gets you so far. Being prepared for what you need for the circumstance that you need, in this case, deflecting a puck at like 90 miles an hour into a goalie behind you at the peak moment, that's what allows your team to win the game. This isn't about Chris Kreider. This isn't about the New York Rangers. It's about somebody realizing what it takes to win the game of life, owning, controlling your mind. And three important things. Owning the decision that who cares what's going on around you, you will single-handedly change if you have to, because sometimes it's called for you to do that. Number two is not stopping, getting the momentum and keep on going, and use that preparation that you have in your life. Whether you prepared that morning, that month, all that heartache, all that growth, all those skills, all that talking about it, all of that is going to be ready for you if you prepare to win in life. So bravo, New York Rangers. Bravo, Chris Kreider. I'm going to tell you, called me out on myself. I am telling you, I am going to take one from your book, strengthen my mind even more. So when it's time to grow, and also realize that the key to team is really a lot to do with I. And I got to tell you, well, what do you mean, Michael? It's got to do with I. Is if you don't step up and be your best, the team is never going to win. The team is never going to get what they want. So stop looking at your team to do the work. Start with you. You be your best, control your mind, and I guarantee you can do what the New York Rangers did. Get the win, and this is why they will go far. They will do big things because of the mindset. And I guarantee they're thinking about it today. This is why if you Google search, look up Chris Kreider, I got to tell you, winner, chicken dinner, one of the greatest things I've ever seen in playoffs hockey. One of the greatest things I've almost ever seen in my life was the decision to turn everything around individually. So go turn around things in your life. Go make things happen, make decisions, make momentum, and prepare to help your team be your best, starting with you. If you enjoyed this video, click subscribe and even hit the notification button right now so you won't miss out on any future videos. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook and visit my webpage for tons of valuable information, videos, tools, techniques, and all kinds of stuff to help you take your life and your business to the next level. And always remember, the best is yet to come.